everybody, Zachary from Zachary Zoo Adventures. I am in Fort Worth, Texas, and today I am visiting the Fort Worth Zoo. This zoo is an AZA accredited facility. I'm excited to be here. This was pretty much the whole main reason for coming on this road trip in the first place. It is one of the main reasons for coming to this zoo. I've heard so many great things about it. I've been wanting to come back here for a long time. I was actually just here a couple years ago, so I'm back and have to film another full tour of it because they've added some new stuff to the zoo since the last time I was here. So I'm excited to be here. This is a very, very large zoo. This is actually the largest zoo in the state of Texas, so I'm excited to be here. I'm gonna go inside. Not sure if there's gonna be a paper map or hopefully there's gonna be a map when I get inside, so let's get started. Alright, so this is the map of the Fort Worth Zoo. So it's a pretty good sized zoo, and they do have a train ride, so hopefully the train ride will be running today. So I'm right over here, so I'm probably gonna check out the flamingos first and then probably head towards the world of primates and tropical aviary. And they also do have signs pointing in different directions, so I'm probably going to head towards Flamingo Bay first, then I'll head towards the world of primates. Alright, so over here is where they have the safari splash, but it is currently closed because I'm guessing it is under renovation. So over here is where they have the flamingos. You can see the gray ones there. The ones that are gray are flamingos, but those are actually young ones, because usually whenever they're born, they do not have their pink feathers yet. And as they get older, their feathers begin to turn pink. First, we got Chilean flamingo and Caribbean flamingo. Yeah, so these are all the Caribbean flamingos. You can tell they have the really beautiful pink feathers, and the Chilean flamingos are the ones we saw over there. Really beautiful birds. I can definitely smell the flamingos too. And with the flamingos, you also got Orinoco goose and Chilo widgeon. Yeah, so all the other birds are in there with the Chilean flamingos. So Chilean flamingos are actually separated from the Caribbean flamingos. Very pretty birds. Oh, I actually do see a couple of the other birds in here with the Caribbean flamingos. Looks like he's stretching out his wings. We got Western lowland gorilla. Alright, you see the gorillas. And there's the younger one. Nice. The big silverback. More of them over there. There's one right there. Some information about the gorillas. Some more information about the gorillas. Another few of the gorillas. Really nice. You can also kind of smell the gorillas too. Some information about the African lion. So over here is a viewing for the lions. Is this part of the new area that just recently opened? Got the male and female there. Lean back down. Oh, just rolled over. Super cute. Over here's another viewing window for the gorillas. They have a really wonderful habitat. Yeah, predators versus prey. Over here is a lion skull on the left. And a zebra skull on the right. Over here is another viewing for the lions. It's nice. So over here inside this little reproduction of a bus, it gives you a great view of the lion's habitat. Over here is the reproduction of a bus. That's the one I was just in. That gives you a great view of the lion's habitat. We got the world of primates and tropical aviary. So I'm probably going to do the world of primates first, then go inside the building to the tropical aviary. We got Sumatran orangutan. I do see the orangutan is laying down right there on his back. It's a nice animal. I absolutely love this habitat. We even got a waterfall. It's pretty nice. Man, this habitat's just so impressive. And it's one of the things I like about this zoo. It has super beautiful habitats. So this zoo is AZA accredited, so you have to have a nice, good amount of space for all the animals and things in the habitat to keep them occupied. We got mandrill. And you see the mandrills. Oh, there's a young one. Oh, it's a cute one. Oh, it's a young one there. Oh, he is super cute. Oh, it's a second baby. The second baby mandrill. And again, I am super impressed with these awesome habitats. Super wonderful habitat. Really, really impressive. Over here gives another great view of the mandrill. Got the big male. He's chasing the other one. What I really like about this part of the zoo is that it has some nice elevated boardwalks here. It's really nice. It gives you a really fantastic view of the animals. Super wonderful. We got white-cheeked gibbon. Yeah, so I do see the male gibbon. Yeah, that's the male because of his black fur, and usually the females are more tan colored. That's the male gibbon. And they do have a really awesome habitat. Got some water. Of course, the water's not for them to swim in. I'm guessing that's water for them to drink from. And got a waterfall. It's super wonderful. And over here is on the other side, view of the white-cheeked gibbons. You can see you got two of the females over there. Looks like they are grooming each other, or one of them's grooming the other. We got bonobo. Alright, this habitat's wonderful. I see two of them. These animals closely resemble chimpanzees. However, they are actually slightly smaller than chimps and have shorter hair than chimps. We got eastern bongo. This is the bongo's habitat. Now the only tricky part is going to have to try and find the bongo. Yeah, so I do see the bongo. Right over there. Laying down. Really gorgeous animal. In the same habitat with the bongo, you also got a West African crowned crane. Yeah, so the cranes are all the way in the back there, looks like. Yeah, so there's two of them all the way back there. Really far in the back. Yeah, so I might try to check back here later on my rewalk to see if they're up close. We should be able to have time to, because this is right by the front of the entrance. But we'll just have to see what happens. Over here is another side viewing for the bonobo. There's a really nice waterfall that comes from the water area of the gibbons and pours right into the bonobo habitat. I also do see a third bonobo up here. Laying down. Let's go to the other bonobo's got some hay on his back.
Oh, yeah.
Some more information about the bonobo. So now that I've completed the whole world of primates, I'm going to go inside to the tropical aviary. So over here gives you another side viewing of the bonobo. Wonderful. Over here gives me another side viewing for the western lowland gorillas. Yeah, so that's the viewing point I was just at earlier. Alright, so I'm going to go inside here to the tropical aviary as well. It gives you an indoor view of all the primates. Yeah, so over here it gives you an indoor view for the bonobos. There's a couple of them inside right now. Wow, this is really, really nice. This is all a free flight aviary. Super wonderful. Another side view for the indoor habitat for the bonobos, and one just came up close here. There's a couple of them inside right now. And so over here is an indoor view for the gorillas. The workers in there getting it cleaned up. Some more information about the gorillas. Primate hands and feet. Also gives you another side view for the outdoor habitat for the gorillas. So as I'm about to go to the aviary, I can see there's some birds there. Looks like there's a Victoria crowned pigeon. Yeah, so this is a free flight aviary, and there's no guarantee I'm going to be able to see every single species of birds in here. Here we're going to see Nicobar pigeon, Victoria crowned pigeon, Hottentot teal, Javan peafowl, Guinea turco, African pygmy goose, sun bittern, Mount Goliath lorikeet, pink-necked pigeon, lesser bird of paradise, golden-breasted starling, blue-bellied roller, crested wood partridge, Venezuelan troupial, princess parrot, and red and yellow barbet. Yeah, so I actually did see some of the birds flying around in here, so I'm gonna keep my eye out for if I see any birds. We got an eastern black and white colobus. I do see one. The colobus monkeys do have a nice habitat. Wonderful. Yeah, I see a second colobus monkey. So look at the really nice aviary. The only birds I've seen so far are the Victoria crowned pigeon. I haven't noticed any of the other birds. But like I said, there's no guarantee I'm going to see every single bird in here. Go over here, I can see some of the other birds. I'm guessing these are the princess parrots. This is the indoor view for the Sumatran orangutan. Don't see any more inside, so I'm guessing they only have one single orangutan. We did see him outside. Nice. So over here you can see all the other birds. Also got a close look at the Victoria crowned pigeon. There's a lot of people in here because it is spring break, so it's going to be very crowded today. Other birds. This area is really, really nice. Over here are some different skulls. The gorilla skull, Sumatran orangutan skull, it's a human skull, chimpanzee skull, and bonobo. So as I exited out from the tropical aviary, also takes me right back to, or takes you right back to the orangutan. You can see he moved now. And so in addition to the map, they do have signs pointing in different directions, so probably gonna head towards African Savanna and the Elephant Springs. We've got the African Savanna. So you do have some more signs, so I'm probably gonna head towards the Giraffe experience and then see everything else. Also got safari traders here. Does not seem like it's open yet. Looks like it's a little miniature gift shop. Over Here's the Savanna grill. Probably not going to get anything to eat yet because it's still around 10 o'clock. And you see some giraffes. It's cool. What is a savanna? A silent extinction. We got reticulated giraffe. It's really nice. Looks like he's trying to eat some of the grass. Oh! Oh, he went running. Yeah, like you see, since they're very, very tall animals, and usually they eat from the trees, but sometimes when they're trying to get a drink of water or trying to eat some grass like this one was doing right here, they usually gotta split out their legs so they can reach the ground, since they're very, very tall animals. I also do see an ostrich all the way in the back. Probably not gonna be able to see it because there's a giraffe that's blocking my view of it. Oh, there it goes. Now you can see the ostrich. And they do have giraffe feeding. You can see there's a little feeding platform there. It also gives you another viewing for the giraffes. And everything else here. Also got southern ground hornbill, Cape vulture. So I completely did not notice the vultures. They were actually right over there. Almost thought they were rocks, but they're actually right there. They blend in really, really well. They're all laying down on the ground. I do see the hornbill right under there. A really nice view of the giraffes. Yeah, these are reticulated giraffes. Over here, you can see a closer look at the ground hornbill. Yeah, so over here is actually two ways. A shortcut that goes this way, and there's also this way. It looks like there's an animal habitat over here, so I'm probably gonna head over here and see what's in this habitat. And there's the hornbill right there. Oh, the second one. Second one right there. Oh boy, I do see a really gorgeous black rhino right there. It's really nice. The truth about rhinos. Information about the rhino. A really impressive habitat. Looks like he's about to move. Maybe he's just changing positions. Really big horns. So I'm gonna follow the sun towards the Hippo River. We got meerkat. And over here's the habitat for the meerkats. Got two of them.
You're all done. Okay.
You see one that's running around, looks like. It's just there. Yeah, you can see him there. Yeah, so with the reflection, I decided to lift up my camera over the glass. Nice. Some information about meerkats. Over here's another set of viewing for the meerkats. We also got safari snacks here. And over here is another side viewing for the giraffes. We also do see a lesser kudu in the habitat. Did not find a sign for it, but I do know it's a lesser kudu. Kind of looks like the bongo, but it's slightly smaller and more darker. So that is a lesser kudu. The vulture just came flying out. There's a giraffe. There's a pelican right there. Oh, here we got hippopotamus. Also got African cichlid with the hippopotamus. Hippo life support system. Over here is all the cichlids. Hippos do have lots of water for them to be in. Alright, do you see the hippos?
Wow. That's a big
Two of them in the water. Okay, so here's the second one. They got two hippos in the water together. Absolutely love the hippos. Oops. He's getting some oxygen or some air. Even though they spend most of their time in the water, they still have to breathe air. Usually they sleep underwater and have their nostrils or snouts touching the water so they can still breathe while they're underwater. But they do sometimes come up on land occasionally. And you can see some of the little cichlids are kind of nibbling at the hippos. I'm guessing usually the cichlids usually clean off all the little parasites on the hippos. And so the hippos are not bothered by the cichlids. More information about hippos. Breath, skin, sound, and teeth. More information about hippos. So over here is another side viewing for the hippos. Yeah, they're actually all the way on that side. However, you can actually kind of see them on the reflection on the glass there. So one of them actually just had their heads up. Yeah, you can kind of see their bodies up out of the water there. Yeah, so they're all the way in that corner over there. Also do have some dry land for them to be up on. Over here we got a second habitat for the black rhinoceros. And the plight of the rhino. Yeah, there's a second rhino in this habitat. So the black rhinos are a solitary animal, so they actually do live on their own, so that's why they have the two rhinos separated from each other. Snacking on some hay. Absolutely love the rhinos. Another look at the black rhino. That is a gorgeous animal. Got this really nice rhino statue here. And we got greater flamingo. So they got 3 different species of flamingos at this zoo. Those two there looks like they're having an argument. Really beautiful birds. Also got an old world cone duck. And you see the 2 ducks right there. Conservation in the field. Here's another side viewing of the giraffes. I do see a couple other animals in here. Really cute springbok. This habitat has multiple different types of bird species. We got buff-crested bustard, Guinea turaco, blue-bellied roller, superb starling, Madagascar crested ibis, wattled plover, African pygmy goose, and Hottentot teal. Yeah, do you see the birds? You see there's the blue-bellied roller right up there. There's other birds on the ground. And so that's the sun bittern right there. Yeah, I do see one of the ibis there sticking its head out the door. There's one of the ducks. I think that's the Hottentot teal. They were just in the water there swimming. Also got a closer look at the ostrich. I'm absolutely impressed with this habitat. It is super beautiful. Some information about the giraffes. Here it tells you a giraffe vertebrae and a human vertebrae. Super nice. I'm really impressed with this habitat here. Fort Worth Zoo is definitely world class. Here's one of the other ostriches. This is a female ostrich because of its dull brown feathers, and it's usually the males that have the darker black feathers. So this is a female ostrich. Over here we got the giraffe experience. So I'm probably going to go on the bypass because I'm probably not going to feed the giraffes. Over here's a sign for the lesser kudu. So over here's the reserve. Apparently it's closed off, but I don't think there's any animals here. And I've also got ostrich and springbok. So the signs are actually on that side there, so I actually had to zoom in, but you can see there's the springbok. Really cute animals. So that's the giraffe feeding point here. It's nice. Alright, I'm now gonna head to the Elephant Springs. So over here is where they do the elephant presentations here, or demonstrations. So over here is the rest of the elephant's habitat. You see a couple in that habitat there, so hopefully we'll be able to see them. This is really, really nice. Little oasis or water area for the elephants. Super nice. The elephant family tree. It tells you all the different elephants they have here. Nice. This is super nice. Got 2 more elephants right over there. Alright, we got Asian elephant. The cost to roam free. Wow, this is very, very impressive. I see 2 Asian elephants standing together now. Both in the shade. Yeah, this is super nice. Got some water that pours right into their habitat. Over here, I do see there's a young Asian elephant. It's actually behind the rock there. Over here, the male elephant just came out. See him there. Over here gives you another fantastic view of the elephants. See them right over there. Oh, and there is a young elephant. It's nice. He's following his mother. I'm not sure if that is his mom or not, or her mom. Yes, I'm not sure if that's the mother or not. But the young one is following that adult elephant there. We got Rhino Ridge. Yeah, you see the Indian rhino right there is in the water. We got a greater one-horned rhinoceros. And the plight of the rhino. We got a really nice view of the rhino here. It's really cool how they got the 2 species of rhinos here at this zoo. Some more information about rhinos. Rhinos in crisis. The truth about rhinos. Over here's another viewing for the greater one-horned rhinoceros. Has some mud wallows for him. Really wonderful. We got a storm stork. This habitat's super nice. Yeah, do you see the stork? Also a peacock in here. Peacock was not listed, but it is in there. We're going to see great Argus pheasant. Scaly-sided merganser, falcated teal, and marbled teal. That's all the birds I just showed you are actually all in this habitat with the Abdem stork. Got a nice close-up view of the peacock. I don't really see the rest of the birds in here. Oh, I do see one of the birds there. Never mind. Almost thought that was the Abdem stork, but it's actually one of the other birds. Alright, we're headed into the predators of Asia and Africa, tigers, lions, and leopards. This is the most recent area of the zoo that they just added. First up, we got clouded leopard. This habitat's really wonderful. It's nice. I'm gonna see if I can find the clouded leopard. Yeah, so I do see the clouded leopard. It's actually in that little area there. You can kind of see his ears sticking up. And if I zoom in, it'll get a little blurry up. A little blurry, so I'm gonna see if I can try to check back here later. Hopefully he'll be up and moving around. Hunters of Asia. So we saw the clouded leopard. Now we're gonna head in this direction towards the hunters of Africa. Also towards the tigers and hyenas. Then we got a wrinkled hornbill and smew. Alright, do you see the wrinkled hornbill? And there is the smews. Got 3 of them. There's a second wrinkled hornbill. It's a beautiful bird. Over here is another viewing point for the greater one-horned rhino. It's like he's still in the water. So over here is a second rhino. There's a secondary habitat here. Yeah, this is all a secondary habitat for the greater one-horned rhino. This one kind of looks a little bit more smaller than the first habitat, but it's still really, really nice. This is sort of a backside habitat for the rhino. Looks like he's coming out now. This looks like he was just in the mud because he looks very, very muddy. Over here gives you another side view for the wrinkled hornbill. Beautiful birds. We got red-crowned crane. This is the habitat for the cranes, and it looks like the cranes are in the back at the moment, so I'm gonna go see if I can get a closer view of them. Hey, do you see the cranes? Really beautiful birds. Here we got a little nice bird habitat here. We're gonna see crested wood partridge, masked lapwing, cotton pygmy goose, Philippine duck, Mount Goliath lorikeet, and white-crested laughing thrush. So there is the lapwing there. Those are the masked lapwings. There's 2 of the other ducks in the water. Some cute birds. It's the white-crested laughing thrush looks like. Just flew right up. Yes, I do see the ducks right there. Luckily, I'm using my shadow to block out the sunlight, but you can see it there. Yeah, I do see the crested wood partridge. Right back there. And here we're going to see an Edwards pheasant and lesser bird of paradise. And I do see the Edwards pheasant there. See, that's the male because of its really gorgeous feathers. There's a secondary habitat there, and there's the female because of its brown, dull-like feathers. So normally it's the males that usually have the beautiful feathers because that way the females are impressed with the males, and then once the females are impressed, the females get to be with the males, and then the male and female become mates. There's a lesser bird of paradise up there, and it looks like that's the female because it's not as gorgeous as the male. And there is the male. He has those really gorgeous feathers. So the bird just started making some noises. And just when I started recording, he stopped. He was just making some really nice noises. We got Sumatran tiger, tiger subspecies. So all species of tigers are critically endangered. And you see the tigers walking right up close here. It's a gorgeous cat. There's a gorgeous kitty cat there. A really gorgeous cat. Yeah, the tiger's pacing back and forth. As the tiger's pacing back and forth right up at this little viewing window here. Super gorgeous cat. Really gorgeous kitty cat. It's nice here. Wow, this is super beautiful. The rest of the tiger habitat is super beautiful. You see, there's a second tiger over there. Looks like it's having a cat nap. Yeah, this is a super beautiful habitat. This is all brand new. This actually just opened in June 2023. So this is the newest area at the zoo. It is so beautiful. The waterfall. Lots of water for the tigers. Usually most cats usually hate water, but tigers actually do like water. You got plenty of water for them to be in, to cool off in on hot days. Yeah, this is really impressive. So beautiful. You got striped hyena. Looks like there's two of them sleeping together. Yeah, this is all so beautiful. We've got some nice little areas for them. Guessing this area usually has water because I see a little drainage there. Well, this is a very beautiful habitat. I'm gonna chew on this. It's nice. It's really nice. They have a little rampway and also some stairs. So got a little rampway for people who don't want to walk up the stairs or people with strollers and wheelchairs. Now going into the Hunters of Africa. You got a pygmy falcon. Do you see the pygmy falcon? It's a really cute bird.
There's one up there too.
There's a second one right up there. Out in the wild. We got cheetah. Do you see two of them? Both laying down together out in the sun.
Okay, Mom, get over there.
Those are some cute cats.
Yeah, it's hard for getting them.
Wow, this habitat's really impressive. There's a third cheetah. Down by that tree there. We got vulturine guinea fowl, southern bald ibis, and old world comb duck. Also got a wattled crane as well. Oh, down there I can see the old world comb ducks.
Really.
There's the wattled cranes. Yeah, do you see the ibises and the vulturine guinea fowl right back there? It's actually in the back there, apparently. Information about the cheetah. We got a really nice view of the cheetahs. There's 3 of them. Hit the snooze. Camo collection. Sumatran tiger, African leopard, African lion, clouded leopard, and cheetah. And I got this really amazing waterfall. That is super beautiful. Over here is another viewing from the cheetahs. This is really beautiful. The backside of water. We got African painted dog. Oh, this is really nice. Trying to find the African painted dogs. You can see one of the dogs is now standing up. They're actually all in the back. Oh, laying down again. Super cute. Over here it looks like it's the habitat for the lions. The upper view of the lion habitat, so hopefully they'll get another view of it. And over here is another really fantastic view of the African painted dogs. You can see the rest of them are all laying down. Really, really cute. All just sleeping. Kind of like my dogs at home, or sometimes they'll sleep at a very good portion of the day. But they also do like playing a lot all the time, but sometimes they will snooze around. Kind of like what the painted dogs are doing right now. Oh, they are super cute. Looks like there is 4 of them. It looks like there's 4 dogs. We got African leopard. So they got 2 of them, got a black one and a traditional colored leopard. Yeah, this habitat looks really nice. I do see there's the traditional colored leopard. Really cute. But I did not see the black colored leopard, so it's possible I may try to check back here later and perhaps the second leopard will be out. I'm going to go into this African aviary here. And here we're going to see Abdom stork, hammer top, Madagascar crested ibis, Demiswell crane, buff-crested bustard, white-headed buffalo weaver, violet turaco, marbled teal, gargani, white-headed duck, pygmy goose, and Hottentot teal, and also got lesser flamingo. Yeah, so the zoo has 4 different types of flamingos here. There's all the lesser flamingos. It's the ibis. You can hear all the flamingos too. Do you see the Demiswell crane? There's a hammer top right there. A couple other birds in here. There's some of the pygmy goose in here, or geese actually. There's another bird there. The turaco there. That's actually a very gorgeous bird. With all the pygmy geese there. There's all the storks there. Then we've got Raptor Canyon. We got harpy eagle. And you see the harpy eagles right up there. That is a very big bird. Super gorgeous. I absolutely love the habitat for the harpy eagle. It's super beautiful.
We're getting there, Bubba, I promise.
We got Andean condor. And again, I know I'm saying a lot, but I'm just super impressed with the habitats at this zoo. I'm gonna see 2 of the condors. Birds are very large birds. Got king vulture. As you see, it's actually right next to the heat lamp. Even though the weather's starting to warm up now, I guess it's not really warm enough for him. Not sure exactly what the temperature is, but I believe it is somewhere in the mid-60s right now. Then we got a second king vulture that's on the ground here. We got a cinereous vulture and white-necked raven. So I do see the vulture and the vulture just flew up into that area there. Hope you can see because all the vegetation in the way. The vulture is there. And there is the raven. Yeah, so ravens and crows are completely different because you can see the raven is kind of larger than the crow, so that's definitely the raven. We got an African crowned eagle. Yeah, do you see the eagle? That has his back turned on me. Yeah, so I may try to check back here later. Don't know for sure, but we'll just have to see what happens so I can get a front view of. Do you see a second eagle? I'm not exactly sure if I've seen this type of eagle before, because it's kind of hard to remember each species of bird I've seen at all the different zoos. So I think this may be the first time seeing the crowned eagle before. Yes, the eagle has a really good sized habitat. Actually has two sides for him to fly into. We got an African fish eagle. You see him? Nice. Almost kind of looks like the bald eagle. And kind of like with the African crowned eagle, the fish eagle also has an extended area for him to go into. It's really impressive. Got a nice closer look at the African fish eagle. We got palm nut vulture. And I see two of them. They're all the way up at the very top.
Look at this. That one is a vulture. It's smaller than the other one. Look at that. A palm nut.
Over here gives you another side viewing of the African fish eagle. Yeah, so these birds kind of resemble the bald eagle. It has a white head like the bald eagle. We got some macaws in this habitat. And there is the scarlet macaw. So you got 3 species of macaws in this habitat. There's the military macaw, also in the shade like the scarlet macaw. And the scarlet macaw, I think, is actually my favorite type of macaw because they are just so beautiful. They're very colorful birds. This is also supposed to be a hyacinth macaw, but I don't see it in this habitat. So I'll check back here later. Hopefully it'll be out. And then we got violet turaco, Victoria crowned pigeon, and cotton pygmy goose. There's a Victoria crowned pigeon right there. There's a second Victoria crowned pigeon. There's also the violet turaco. There's 2 of the cotton pygmy goose, or geese. It's the cotton pygmy geese swimming in the water. Yeah, you can see all 3 of the birds are out. This other habitat, we got ocellated turkey, sun bittern, bear's pochard, freckled duck, and Inca tern. And there's the ocellated turkey. It's one of the other birds. The turkey up close. There's actually a blue-bellied roller. It was not listed, but it is in there. Some of the other birds. So I'm not really seeing the Inca tern in here. So I'm definitely gonna have to try and check back here later on my rewalk. Look at the blue-bellied roller. believe that's a blue-bellied roller. I'm not exactly sure because its belly doesn't look very blue. I do see two ducks there. I believe those are the freckled ducks. Really nice. In this other habitat here, you can see the hyacinth macaws in here. Looks like he is separated from the military macaw and the scarlet macaw for some reason. It's a very beautiful bird. Got the Tasmanian tower. That's just a rock climbing wall for the little kids to go on. So what I did was I came from these stairs, and this way it takes me to the Texas wild area. So now I'm gonna head in this direction here. So I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I'm at. So I just did all of this. So I took the trail from here all the way to this area. So I'm just at this area over here. What I'm gonna do now, I'm probably gonna head down the trail here towards the Mola. Then I'm gonna go on the train ride here and take the train to the Texas Wild. And after the Texas Wild, I will head in this direction towards the penguins and Australian outback. Over here is the forests and jungles, a new area that looks like they're building. It's gonna be very, very nice. Does not say when it's gonna open, but looks like they just started working on it. It's a brand new area. It's gonna open up soon. Not sure when, but looks like it's in the works or in the making. We got ring-tailed lemur. Yes, the lemur habitat's actually over there, so I'm gonna go to the other side. Hopefully we'll be able to see the lemurs. This is nice here. It's nice. Nice. I'm getting into the 2000s now. It's the Mola. It's all nice. It's basically the history of the Fort Worth Zoo. We got Aldabra giant tortoise. Yeah, I do see them. We got two more of them. Looks like there's 3 of them. Oh, never mind, there's actually 4 tortoises in here. Nice. We got saltwater crocodile. Alright, there we go. Looking for the croc, and I'm guessing it's in the second habitat because I don't see him in here. But I'm still looking for him. Here we got the Mola, reptiles, amphibians, and more. So over here is another viewing of the saltwater crocodile's habitat. Still looking for him though. It's possibly somewhere in those little bushes there. We got gharial. It's nice. Also got a couple turtles in here and some fish. Oh, I do see the gharials are right in the back there. It's like there's 2 of them. See the other one's tail. So over here we got the Jungle Grill ice cream shop and burger shack. So I'm probably gonna go inside and get some lunch. Yeah, this is really nice. What I really like about this eatery is it actually gives you a nice underwater close-up view of the gharial and also a really nice view of the saltwater crocodile. Alright, so I do see the saltwater crocodile. It's right there. Man, that is a big crocodile. So over here, I actually gives you another closer look at the saltwater crocodile. Even with all the leaves in the way, you can still kind of see it. So there's a bunch of gharials right here. It's really, really nice how while you get to eat your food, you can see the gharials right up close. Super cool. Alright, so I just had my lunch now, so now I'm gonna head into the reptile building and then I will continue my tour through the zoo. Over here's another side viewing of the Aldabra tortoises. We got a crocodile monitor. So apparently it says the crocodile monitor is off exhibit. So this is the habitat it would usually be in. And does not specify why it is off habitat. First up, we got Amazon tree boa. smoky jungle frog, and Gulfadocian poison dart frog. So I do see the frogs. So tiny, I almost missed it, but it's right there. And also didn't see the smoky jungle frog right there. So it blends in really, really well. But it's there. And I'm looking for the Amazon tree boa. Doing the best I can to find it. There's also a second smoky jungle frog. Doing the best I can to find the Amazon tree boa. I'm guessing it blends in really well because I just don't see it anywhere. Also, I'm trying to look on the ground, but I still don't see it. Blends in really, really well. Some nice information here. Diversity rules. Did you know? What's a herpetarium? Because in here we're gonna see gharial, tinfoil barb, danio, spotted pond turtle, clown knifefish, bala shark, fly river turtle, and painted terrapin. Yeah, so over here is an overview of the gharial habitat. It's like this one's there trying to get up out of the water. Not sure if he's trying to get out of the water or if he's trying to make himself comfortable. Oh, he's getting up out of the water. I think he's getting down. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, nope, going back in the water. Also got one swimming over there.
Oh, I see that one swimming too.
Yeah, so right over there is where the cafe is. That's where I have my lunch. So it's really cool how it's right next to the gharial habitat. It's really, really cool. It's one of the other fish. There's all the fish in here. You see some of the turtles. Really, really cool. There's a gharial swimming right towards us. Oh, going underwater. It's really cool, it's going underwater. That's really, really cool. We got Burmese python. Information about the Burmese python. And you see it right there. Yeah, so people usually like to keep these snakes as pets. And usually as they get too large, because these snakes grow so large, they actually release these snakes into the Florida Everglades. And they're actually an invasive species in the Florida Everglades, which is a really big problem because they are consuming all the wildlife. A view of the Burmese python's habitat. I see two gharials swimming in the water. One of them just came up for a breath of air. Really, really cool. I always do my best to film as much information as possible. Nice. Chinese crocodile lizard. I really love this habitat. Right up at the top right here. We got a tentacled snake. It's nice. You see some of the snake is in the back. We got a red-bellied walking toad. Do you see them right up there? We got Mexican axolotl. And unfortunately, the axolotl is off habitat at the moment. We got a veiled chameleon. Do love this habitat. And I see the chameleon. He's right there. You can see there's his head. We got West African gaboon viper. And did you know? Oh, he has his head up. Usually when I see these snakes, they're usually very, very still, but this one has his head up. It's a gorgeous snake. Over here, guys, gives you another view of the Burmese python. It's a big snake. So you're gonna see sword-tailed fish and four-eyed fish. And I can tell that's the four-eyed fish right there. Here's all the sword-tail fish. Guys, Sambava tomato frog. Yeah, you see the tomato frog? It's right there. Okay, Wagler's viper. There's the snake. But there's a little area with water dripping on it. I'm guessing doesn't mind that there's water dripping on him. Guys, Savo Island python. And there's the python up in the tree. It's a really nice habitat. Oh, there's a second one. The second one on the ground. Guys, splendid tree frog. Hi, do you see the frog? Guys, Sri Lankan tree viper. It's a nice habitat. Apparently the snake is all the way in the back in this corner, so it's gonna be hard to show up on camera, but the snake is actually in the back here. We got a New Guinea snapping turtle. Also got Bozeman's rainbow fish. Silver barramundi. More information about Bozeman's rainbow fish. I do see the turtles. Looks like there is 3 of them. There's the rainbow fish. Super beautiful. It's a really nice tank. We got a West African green mamba. He's up in the tree here underneath the mister. You can see his tail goes all the way down there. Yeah, it's a very, very long snake. We got Madagascan tree boa. Yes, even with the name tree in its name, that doesn't always mean it's going to be under the tree, because it also can be on the ground. It's on the ground in the back. Got a Vietnamese leaf-nosed snake. I absolutely adore this habitat. It's really, really nice. Snakes on the log in the back. Got poison dart frogs and speckled forest pit viper. I do see one of the poison dart frogs. Another poison dart frog here. There's a bunch of poison frogs in here. Another one in the back. Yeah, so I am looking for the snake. But with all these leaves and vegetation in here, it's kind of hard to see it, so it's definitely hiding somewhere. Got a Fiji banded iguana. two of them in here. We got really long tails. We got an Amazon milky tree frog. So there is 3 of them in this habitat. We got a Giraffe. It's right in the corner here. Guys, Solomon Island leaf frog. I was looking for them and they're right in the back. Also got a second one. Guys, side-striped palm viper. So apparently the snake is all the way in the back. You can kind of see its scale, so it's right back here all curled up. Really far in the back. Guys, Philippine tree skink. Yeah, so he's buried underneath all this stuff here. But it's there. Yeah, so the skink just came out of the open there, or out from underneath this stuff. You can see the skink now. Got a white-lipped island pit viper. And it's right there. It's a gorgeous snake. We got leaf-tailed gecko. Yes, I do see the gecko. Doesn't really look like the leaf-tailed gecko, but it is in there, so it kind of looks like a giant day gecko. I actually do see the leaf-tailed gecko in the back there clinging on the wall. Yeah, so it is there. Got a Haitian giant gala wasp. Also got a Haitian Hispaniolan giant anole. Yeah, so I do see the gala wasp. He's in the back there on the ground. You can see his tail. And I see the anole is on the little tree branch there. Got a spider tortoise. It's a wonderful habitat. Don't see the tortoise anywhere, so it's most likely behind this log here because I don't really see it right now. Got spring salamander. Don't really see the salamander anywhere. So it's definitely hiding somewhere, so I do not see the salamander anywhere. Got a Barvase giant gecko. Alright, so this is the gecko's habitat, but I do not see the gecko anywhere, so it's definitely camouflaged really well. Because I just don't see it. Yeah, so I totally missed it, but like I said, since it blends in really well, I missed it. But it's right over on this log here. See, there's its back feet. You can kind of see there's its head. Yeah, Rio Calca Caecilian. It's nice. Looking for the Caecilian. Don't see it anywhere at the moment, so it's definitely hiding really well. We got a king cobra. Information about the king cobra. Wow, the king cobra's right up at the glass here. Yes, these things are really long. I definitely love this habitat. It's got all the bamboo. Really wonderful habitat. Life in the tropics. Mud bath. Coral reefs. Tropical deserts. Tropical rainforests. Mangroves. And savannas.